Hi, so today I am making my new favorite breakfast. Of course, I'm working on my food prep, and I don't know what to call this. Paleo notes, plant-based keto, no oats, I don't know. Anyway, they are delicious. They're very high in all sorts of essential fatty acids. You can add superfoods, you can add protein, you can turn it into a smoothie. So let me show you what I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is put in my nuts and seeds and grind them small. I'm not using oats, so in place of my grains, I want this small combination of nuts and seeds. So I have some pumpkin seeds here. I'm going to put in a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. Those are very high in zinc, plus they're one of my favorites. I'm going to put in a 1/4 cup of almonds. These are raw almonds. And I'm going to put in a 1/4 cup of walnuts. So almonds are very alkaline. They're very alkaline, rich nut, high in omega-6s, and walnuts are high in omega-3s, which are an essential fatty acid that is wonderful for the brain. It's wonderful for inflammation. I'm going to be adding some more omega-3 rich seeds. I have some chia seeds here. I'm putting in 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, and I'm putting in 1 tablespoon of flax seeds, if I can find them. Here they are. So chia seeds and flax seeds are both very high in omega-3s, which are wonderful for the brain and for inflammation. Okay, so I'm going to grind them all up. Now, if you do not have a high-speed blender, you may want to put those seeds in something like a coffee grinder to grind them really small, because they have this really hard shell. They are made to pass through an animal, a bird, and then go back into the ground to create a plant. And so we need to get rid of that hard cell wall so we can absorb the nutrients from that seed. So I'm just going to grind it. It's going to be really loud. Okay, and I'll show you what it looks like. So it's broken down. It's not quite a powder, but it's broken down pretty small. And I'm going to add in 1 cup of water. And then I'm going to add in whatever superfoods or powders you like. So I like pomegranate powder. You can buy it as a powder. And it is very high in vitamin C, but it also helps with nitric oxide, which brings widens your blood vessels so that you have more blood flow running through your veins. It's wonderful for your heart. I'm going to add a little bit of spirulina. Spirulina is also wonderful. It is high in DHA, which is very anti-inflammatory and good for the brain. I don't like the taste or the smell, but I love that bright green color. So I'm going to add just about 1/4 teaspoon of the spirulina. And then I think I'm going to add some cinnamon, just because I love cinnamon. Cinnamon is also known to help with blood sugar control. So I'm going to put in a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, if you like a little bit of sweetness, you could add something like some stevia drops. Make sure that it is real whole stevia extract and not the white processed stevia. So I'm just going to combine those really quickly. And I'm just leaving it kind of chunky. I want it to be kind of chunky, kind of like an oatmeal. Set that down somewhere and pour this in. So this is enough for 2 people. I didn't say that to start with. So I'm going to pour some in this one, and it will thicken up. The chia seeds and the flax seeds will thicken all of this up as it sits. So it's great for meal prep because I can do this and then put it in the refrigerator, and then in the morning it will be nice and thick. So this is option number 1 right here. Option number 1, just plain. I didn't make them very even. I need to even that out. So plain paleo, no oats, or plant-based keto, no oats. So now I'm going to make another version. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm starting with my 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds, almonds, and walnuts, my tablespoon of flax, and my tablespoon of chia, and grind it up first. I'm not going to add the liquid the first time I grind it because I want to make sure I'm really breaking down those seeds. Sometimes when you add the liquid, they pop all up and they bounce around and then they don't grind up as much as I want, so I want to grind them first. Some of them are bouncing through the little hole at the top, like little bullets. Okay, so you can see how ground up it is. It coated that end because it was wet. So the next thing I'm going to do is add another cup of water. Add my superfoods or flavors. We could add some maca. I'm going to continue with the pomegranate, the spirulina, and the cinnamon. I don't know why I put the lids back on. And this time, I'm going to turn it into a smoothie. So I could use just some spring mix that you get at the grocery store. I could use some baby spinach. It really doesn't matter. I think I'm going to use a handful of each. Big handful of spring mix. A big handful of spinach. And then I'm going to add about a cup of frozen fruit. So I don't want to spike blood sugar. I still want this to be paleo or keto. And so I'm going to add triple mixed berries. I like the frozen mixed berries. So I'm going to add a cup of frozen blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. All right. Now I'm going to blend that all up. Now I could just leave the blueberries out and just top my paleo notes with it when I'm finished. But I'm going to blend it up so I get that pretty color. I even had out some Schisandra berry. I was going to show that to you. That's very high in vitamin C. It's wonderful. I did not put any stevia in there. So it's really just sweetened with the berries. Alright. Now you can see it's this beautiful purple color from those mixed berries. And I'm just going to pour it into my jars. And just like the other one, it will thicken up as it sits in the refrigerator overnight. Doesn't that look delicious? So this one I blended smooth. There's still some nuts and seeds on the sides. And so I will probably just scrape those in so they don't lose them. They're very expensive, right? So now we have the paleo smoothie notes. And so here's what I'm going to do. So when it's time, I made these earlier, also with the mixed berries. So when I'm ready to serve it, see if I can open it. I like to take some almond butter or cashew butter or hazelnut butter, whatever you like, and put about a tablespoon on top. That will give it even more flavor, a little bit more. And then I get some yogurt. This is some cashew hemp yogurt that I made. And I'm just going to put a dollop of yogurt on top as well. Yogurt has all these wonderful probiotics in it. I made it myself, so I know what probiotics are in there to help with a healthy intestinal lining and intestines. help me to absorb more nutrients and create more nutrients. Anyway, here is what our finished product looks like when it's all smooth. Here is one that is still kind of chunky. It still needs to thicken up a little bit. Anyway, if you like this recipe, please let me know. Please comment. Let me know what else you would like to see and learn about. Share my videos and subscribe to my channel. I love to hear from you. Enjoy!